Can I get a mashallah?
Mashallah.
You know what, V? It's been a day.
It has been a day.
And I don't know about you, but sometimes I like to have dessert for dinner. Is that like an okay thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're making sticky miso bananas with some ice cream maybe, so then the ice cream will just like melt on into it.
Yum.
Verena, I've heard rumors that you like to eat a raw green banana.
I actually do, for reals. But I think we need to clarify that for baking, definitely you should always use very, very ripe bananas.
But apparently for snacking...
But for eating, for some reason, I don't like a ripe banana. So for me, when I eat, I get them green and
it's
slightly
terrible. We all have to watch her crunching on a banana in the morning, and it's quite painful. I like my bananas like super spotted and like super sweet and soft and like... All right, we'll agree to disagree. Let us know in the comments if you are on Team V or Team N and how you like to eat your bananas.
How do you eat yours?
I feel like we need to talk about this toasting of rice. Yep. So I've got some rice in this pan here that I've kind of putting onto a heat, and for some people you're like, why are you toasting the rice? But actually if you grind it up, it makes like a really nice topping that they have typically through Southeast Asia. So you can use any kind of rice you have. I've used some Thai sticky rice, but you could also use jasmine rice, basmati rice. So, you know, don't be...
It smells good already.
It smells really good, doesn't it? Oh my God, I don't have... I guess if someone is like, oh my God, I don't have a spice grinder, I can't make the recipe. What would we suggest to them?
Pestle and mortar.
Yeah, a lot of arm grease though, because it does take a bit of muscle.
Definitely.
Or
although the toasting does sort of make them brittle, I think they do break down
when they're hot. It's easier. It's easier. Or alternatively, maybe some chopped up nuts, some walnuts, toasted walnuts would be really nice for this as well.
But these, oh my God, they're so yummy.
All right, stop eating them.
Sorry. So can I put it in here?
Yeah, I think you should.
Amazing.
So to the toasted rice, we're going to be adding some black sesame seeds that I'm just going to toast in the same pan that I toasted the rice in. It's already hot, so it'll only need about a minute, really.
Smells so good.
I guess they could use white sesame seeds as well, if you don't have black sesame seeds. We just like the contrast in the color.
Contrast, I was gonna
the
say,
color is really nice. Do not use Nigella seeds.
Oh my God, yeah.
We've all made that mistake. Have you ever baked accidentally and put Nigella seeds?
I genuinely have.
That's funny. All right, they're starting to kind of dance in the pan, and that's when you know that they're ready. So we're just gonna put that directly into the bowl. Thanks, V.
So pretty.
And then we're using some star anise. So if you don't have star anise, I guess what else could they use, V? Like sweet spices.
Cinnamon, cardamom even.
That would be really nice. Cardamom.
Yeah, or leave it out if you don't want any spice, if you just want the sort of the nuttiness of the rice and the sesame. But yeah, I would say, is that enough?
It smells so good. No, I think that's good. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna just make our caramel. Dee, do you want to do that since you're like, you know, caramel queen here? She is.
Right, so I'm going to put it on a pretty high heat.
Medium
or medium high.
So butter, unsalted.
Yep. And then the sugar straight in.
And but also about a tablespoon and a half. It's me. How's my eyeballing? Boiling?
Great.
My eyeballing skills. They're good. All right.
Okay. So we're just going to melt this together. And what kind of a color do you want? Because obviously there's different degrees.
You basically just want it melty, because then we're going to stick it into a grill, a really high heat grill oven. So if you over caramelize it and then put it in the oven, it's just going to burn your bananas.
Yeah.
Okay. How would we veganize this dish?
You could use coconut oil.
Yep, coconut oil. Ooh, that will go really nice with the bananas and the lime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could use
Coconut oil and palm sugar, maybe.
Palm
That would be
sugar.
nice. Yeah, coconut.
and you can also, if you wanted to give it a bit more body, what about, like, you can get now sort of vegan coconut condensed milk.
Oh yeah.
Or cream.
You can also get vegan cream nowadays, so you can add that in instead of the creme fraiche.
So it starts to bubble.
All right, so we're gonna take it off the heat and add in about a tablespoon and a half of miso. Let's get all of it. I mean, you didn't necessarily go.
Fingers are blessed.
So V, I feel like you need to kind of talk about why we need to put salt in desserts.
Because salt is, like in savoury, it's a seasoning. And I think, you know, everything sweet should always be balanced with a little bit of salt just to stop it from tasting, you know, too...
One note.
Yeah, too one note, too sickly sweet. Obviously this is going to be sweet because it is sort of a butterscotchy caramelly thing. But I think the miso really just amps up the flavour and it gives it a little bit of...
Like a savoury surprise.
Yeah. So we're using white miso here, but you could use red miso, right? It would be a bit more intense in flavour.
Yeah.
And colour obviously would be slightly darker. But really whatever you have.
Or you could just use flake sea salt if you don't have miso at all. Now for the bananas. V, could you kindly not get the green ones? And then maybe those middle ones, they look really nice. I mean, for me, these are still not ripe enough.
Yeah, they're not spotty
But
yet.
this is the ones that you would want to eat, right? So for this recipe, you don't want to use overripe bananas because then they're just going to turn into mush once you put them in the grill. So you want them to be just starting to spot and they're kind of yellow, and that's when it's a good banana. So you can just slay them, V, however you want to. And while she's doing that, I'm going to try to get some of the caramel on there, because that's the part that's going to get all like nice and when you put it in the grill. Oh yeah. Do you think it looks better?
It's like a banana tree.
It does look a bit like a tree, doesn't it? So V, I forgot something. I got so excited about having these bananas that I forgot to add star anise to the caramel. So, but... Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge sauce. But you said, actually it was Tom, let's not lie. Tom said, why don't we put whole star anise just directly into there, which could kind of infuse it and give it a bit of flavor. So that's what we're gonna do. And for those of you that haven't really worked with star anise, they look so cool. Look at them. So I think I'm just gonna pop a couple like
I think it will look very pretty.
It'll look cool. So I'm gonna pop that into the oven, which is on a high grill.
It's on a very high grill.
And it's at the top shelf, which is closest contact to the grill. I'm gonna leave it there for about 7 minutes, but you have to keep an eye on it because every grill is different. So some people's grills are just a bit more powerful.
Yeah.
So at the 6-minute mark, I would take a look and just kind of be like, I need a couple minutes.
Definitely.
All right, V, guess what time it is?
Shelf reflection.
Shelf reflection time. All right, so we have a bunch of questions here from the Insta world. If you had to choose between za'atar and sumac.
Za'atar. Actually, sumac would help me more in like pastry applications.
Also,
than za'atar.
there is sumac in a za'atar spice mix, by the way. So really, actually, I can't choose. Actually, maybe I can. Sumac. I'm sticking with it.
You would choose.
You know why? Because I know.
I cannot believe this is being said.
I know. Okay, no, because you can do sumac onions. Sumac, like the sumac onions are such a thing for me. Like,
but what about
sumac
za'atar? You can
onions.
do so. What about za'atar pesto, za'atar oil, za'atar mac and cheese?
Okay, so you choose za'atar over sumac. I don't actually know.
Za'atar.
You know what? I feel so much pressure right now. I can't choose.
You're dead to me.
You know what?
We'll
Do you know what?
later.
Let's talk later. Outside, you mean
Next
you.
question.
What does a normal workday look like? Actually, I don't actually think there is a normal work day.
Yeah,
like every
depends.
day is a different day for us. I mean, but like typically we'd start our day kind of
Check emails,
getting
get
our
coffee.
heads in the right place,
Yeah.
kind of sitting down, writing out the recipes, making sure that we're kind of heads in the game, right? And then we'll start cooking
tasting and then, you know, making adjustments.
Yeah.
And weekends, yes, we do have weekends off, but I don't know about you, I also find that I think about food a lot on the weekends as well.
Usually you get an idea like right before you're about to go to bed, and then I open like the notes on my iPhone and then I write it in so that I remember it in the morning. And that was shelf reflection.
Which I only recently got the joke about.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No.
No, okay, you know what? Over. We're over. Khalas. End it. All right, V. Should we make the toppings?
I think so.
So we've got lime. I think we're going to use the zest and the juice, which is great. So make sure you zest it before you juice it.
I think it'll give a nice balance, right? So you'll have sweet, salty, and
limey.
acidity as well to stop it from being too sort of cloyingly sweet.
You could use lemons if you want to instead of limes. Yeah.
I love creme fraiche. Again, it has that bit of sort of more acidity than normal cream.
All right, and then do you want to use the world's tiniest whisk to... What?
The cutest thing ever.
It is, but it's so handy, by the way, these tiny whisks.
And I made a cheeky no-churn ice cream yesterday.
Oh, V, this is why I love you.
Okay.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh my God, V. Oh, I just whipped up some ice cream. It was just something so simple.
But it is actually really simple. So I did this yesterday. So this is a no-churn ice cream, meaning all I've done is whipped together some cream and condensed milk, a bit of maple syrup, pinch of salt, and just whipped it.
Whipped it to like soft peaks.
To like soft, medium soft peaks, as though you were serving it as whipped cream to serve with a cake or something.
Okay.
And then I happen to have some kind of like a dime bar toffee crunch thing that I'd made for something else, and then I just chopped it up and mixed it in and then sprinkled the rest on top.
I mean, we need our spoons. So you got rid of them.
Oh, no.
Oh. What? Stop making me laugh. Ooh. Oh yes.
Perfect.
Oh gosh.
It smells incredible.
And then I'm gonna go in with my toasted rice topping.
So no, get some lime on there.
Oh yeah, get some more lime. Ooh, Verena, it looks so good. Like honestly, I'm just. Oh yeah.
Delicious.
I hate to force your hand.
This is terrible.
You only get half a banana per person.
This is what happens when you share.
Verena just gets an uncooked.
That should go so well together. Okay, what?
Have a squeeze of lime.
Oh yeah, some lime would be really nice with it. There we go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can find all the links to the recipes and everything else you need in the description below.